Okay, this comes with a spoiler warning. Avast, ye seat lubbers, ye standing room only brigands, ye floaters, and people who are just saving these seats for our friends. Which is just so Chicago, calling fucking dibs on everything, like you set up your own municipal works. And all ye watching from platforms in the cyber seas. Life is a treacherous voyage through opinions and ideas and just sayings, but now you've entered darker waters because you've sailed recklessly, foolishly into a movie review, and here there be spoilers. Do ye dare steer into the wind, the siren song too much for ye to bear? Have ye the dares to casually browse the comment section for images and gifs of possible twists? Dare your ship be strong enough to resist the craggy rocks and icebergs of full-on plot summaries and someone named Spoilyballs69 posting smartphone sideways, day-ruining shots of the best parts? Beware, ye hath been warned, so be ye aware of the dangers ahead. But also, like, the spoiler wall was like a week ago now, so you either get in the game or don't get mad. Also, I'm an out bat stan, so I'm gonna go ham and deep on this fucker. Nerd with me and you'll survive. The Batman, 2022, directed by Matt the Pallbearer Reeves. Because he directed The Pallbearer with David Schwimmer. You guys not remember that? All right. Premiered Tuesday, March 1st, 7 p.m. at a DC fan event, and then opened for the rest of us peasants on March 4th. This is the 15th time the Batman has appeared in a movie. We're not including animated or that one time he was a Lego. This is serious, you guys. In a legacy franchise that goes back to 1943. Let's walk back there together, shall we? To a different Bat time in Bat America. 1943, a world at war. Lewis Wilson is the Batman, the first to put on the cowl, look at himself in the mirror and go, yeah, this is the right decision. Batman was a secret U.S. government agent set up to stop the evil Dr. Daka, who was running a Japanese post in Gotham City, because it was the 40s, okay? Don't at me. Anyway, this movie is the first time we see a Batcave and the secret entrance and a svelte Alfred, because he was, quote, portly in the original comics, and the thin mustachioed, limber-looking zaddy that we all know and love now is based on William Austin's performance in this movie. It was a 15-part theatrical serial. You see, back in the day, if you wanted to binge watch a show, you fucking couldn't, okay? So just consider yourself lucky you can watch Euphoria at all and stop shitting on everything, the internet. And it was popular enough to get a sequel called The New Adventures of Batman and Robin, the Boy Wonder. Now it's 1949. The war has ended, economies are recovering, and everybody is fucking with reckless abandon. Robert Lowry puts on the mask and faces off with his boy buddy, questionable power relationship, whatever, Robin, played by Johnny Duncan. And they fight the Wizard, and you can Google this later. It's kinky. But not nearly as kinky as the next time, which was 1966, Batman the movie, and the grooviest of Batman, Adam West, put on the cape, did a rail of amphetamines and got loose like a god. After that, as most of us alive in this room remember, you get your Keaton Burton golden age, and Prince was there. And the Kilmer Schumacher debacle. And then that one time George Clooney broke onto the set like a pirate and just filmed a movie because no one could stop him. Then you get to Nolan country, where Christian Bale has a growl off with everybody. And then the siege of Zack Snyder. Now, thankfully, after many discussions, the iron fist of the Snyderverse has removed itself from our buttholes, the power has been shifted, and we are in the age of Battinson. A new era of slow burns, detective homework, and hot wetsuit makeouts in the rain. Now, this Gotham City is dreary. It's sweaty. It's like Blade Runner if Blade Runner took place in Gary, Indiana. Good old Cedric Diggory, R.I.P., never forget, is the Batman this time. It's been 2 years since he's put on the bat cowl, and he's already pissing off Jeffrey Wright's Lieutenant Jim Gordon, because he's not a commissioner yet. Do the reading. into a Bob Hoskin level of grumpy. He's hot on the trail of this creepy serial Zodiac killer called the Riddler, who is stalking, murdering, and dropping Valentines all over Gotham dressed like a duffel bag, which I think is smart. If you don't want to be seen, just dress like a bag of trash. It's so simple. Back at the Batcave, Alfred is now played by Andy Serkis, which is wild because it's actually Andy Serkis in a mocap suit playing a CGI Andy Serkis. He's a fucking master. Meanwhile, Zoe Kravitz is out every night, catwomaning around the club scene, which is mostly industrial mob bistro dance club run by John Turturro and the Penguin. And it is here that it shall become clear that Colin Farrell is the only one who did his homework and understood the assignment, and he walks away with the whole movie. Then it's 3 hours of Seven meets French Connection, but with a Batman in it. And it moves at a rehearsal pace, so I guess when the movie is at show speed, it's gonna be amazing. But right now, it was just nice to be in the audience. But since this movie just fucking came out, instead of what did happen, I'm gonna tell you what didn't happen. Because I'm not a monster, I give a shit. And I'll be cheeky and write some dumb shit like, we might see a certain someone. Fuck your journalism degree, be nice. Number one, there is no 90s funk, rock, or smooth R&B. Like Prince's Batman '89 and the soundtrack to Batman Forever remain cultural touchstones. And yes, I have things to say about the Bat-Kilmer experiment, for sure. Like, why did his bat cowl have to be so tight and sharp? You could do surgery with it. He looks like he's constantly trying to duck a chandelier, and he would, because he's a fucking gentleman. But people who lived through it, whence they hear Kiss from a Rose, will never not see a velvet-bedecked Nicole Kidman looking beguiled among the candle fair. That's just science. Number two, there was no moment within the latest film, The Batman, not a Batman, a bold claim indeed, when a crusty-looking criminal in a flat cap sees the Batman and in a tobacco fog bewilderment goes, oh no, it's the Bat. Never happens. Not once. We get close, but never there, which counts, because like in golf, right? Because like this movie's not so far off the green that you get Arnold Schwarzenegger dressed like Buzz Lightyear before the paint job, doing ice-related stand-up comedy, holding a gun the size of a jet engine. That happened, okay, edgelords? Your "this is the worst Batman" take is as spicy as store-bought salsa. You got nothing on the real thing. And finally, number three, there is no Batman suit-up montage. Which I know is a technicality, but I did not come here to play. Just like this movie. And that's what was missing for me, in my honest opinion. Just my 2 cents in the who gives a fuck fountain. The Batman is hard to make grounded in reality. He's a rich kid in Kevlar. He's that friend that has to wear sunglasses inside. He's already quirky, you can't help it. So the movie's gotta match it. This Gotham's gritty. But at least in Burton's Gotham, it looks like you could get laid. It's possible to do dark detective kinda campy. They did it before in Dick Tracy, and we could do it again. Just ask Colin Farrell if you can catch him after he stole this movie and hauled ass out of town. Final thoughts. It's good. The world created is a Gotham I want to hang in and see where it goes. The cast is great. I would party with all of them. Paul Dano is unhinged like a door you'd call your landlord to fix because it's beyond you, but he's invited because he crushed it. And Mr. Bobby Pattinson does Mr. Wilson, Lowry, Keaton, Kilmer, Clooney, Bale, and even Batfleck, the Dark Knight, proud. So come back and let's do it again sometime. It's a family dinner, comforting and good. But like next time, let's put some hot sauce on it. Everything is better with hot sauce. But the real disappointment for me was not the movie. It was the fact that after 79 years of movies, TV shows, toys, games, figures, collectibles, cosplay, and theme night marathon parties, out of 2,755 billionaires in the world right now, none of them are Batman. Said it before and I'm going to say it again. Why aren't any of you Batman? Because in good times and war times since 1943, we've always needed one.
3 stars.